Hello folks, my name is Rojo, and welcome back to StarCrawlers. When we last left off, we did our first sort of baby tutorial mission, and in the very last episode, we did a little bonus video talking about the Void Psyker and some of our plans and abilities and all that good stuff. But now we have another mission, and this one is from the local engineer, who I don't think we've met yet. But Tyler Hobbs, the STIX engineer, is looking for a crew to investigate a distress beacon coming from a salvage junker in the area, investigate the ship for surviving crew, and render assistance. I think we can swing that. Launch mission. So yeah, once in a while we'll have to do some reading and all that kind of thing, but I think most of our gameplay experience is going to be running around in exploring these various ships or what have you, and then doing fights and stuff, pretty much. But anyway, a subtle trill from your comlink signals an incoming transmission. Luna appears on the holo, looking annoyed as usual. What's the what in there? Atmo is low. Looks like power is too. Nothing exciting in the airlock. Seeing as this is our first job in a while, try not to botch it. I got a ship in burning need of fuel and parts. Any questions on the job? Alright, what are we after again? Boss, may I just say that you've got a mind that's more plastic sieve than steel trap. Noted. We're looking for whoever sent the distress beacon. They might need a part, some fuel, or maybe a lift back to the station. Either way, let's see if we can't help out and earn ourselves a paycheck. Any communication from the crew? No one's answering my hails on local comms. You should head to the cockpit to see if you can find someone and get a lead on what happened. I'll swoop the exterior again and check in later. Sounds good. Hold up, getting a call relay from the STIX wire for you. Who's calling? The snarl creases Luna's mouth. Corp rep for Chimera Biopharma Solutions. You want me to patch them through? Seems like she's not a fan of Chimera. Let's see, hardly. Word on the wire is they've been bucking hard against all the regulations on biotech experimentation, up to nasty stuff in places people don't go. The creds spend like any corpse, but it gives me the crawls whenever we have to work with them. Want me to patch them through? We will talk to them. In fact, if you recall, we were a Chimera test subject as part of our backstory. Thank you for taking my call. I'm contacting you on behalf of my employer, as I believe our interests may be aligned currently. The ship you've boarded was delivering medical supplies belonging to my employer. The supplies were to be paid for by the recipients, but as it now seems that they will not be delivered, we would like to reclaim our property. My employer will pay you 100 credits to locate and return these supplies. I think the payment could be increased. Perhaps you're new to crawling. This is not how third-party contracting works, Crawler. My company generously offers employment opportunity with an appropriate compensation in credits and goodwill, and you accept or decline. Typically, you'll want to accept what is kindly offered. The payment is 100 credits. Will you collect those supplies or not? What if the crew takes issue with this claim? You would be acting on authority from Chimera Biopharma Solutions to reclaim our property. This sort of transaction is commonly covered under our agreements with third-party shipping services. Subsection B of Interstitial Amendment 103, revis-a-vis, shipment of Chimera property. I'll send you a copy later. That's fine. Will you collect the supplies or not? It seems reasonable enough. I'll keep an eye out. Excellent. I will ensure the credits are deposited into your account once you've secured the supplies. Thank you in advance for your services. Alright. Typically, maybe on story missions we'll have that much, chit-chat, but, most missions we will not. From what I've seen, most of the more randomized ones. Heads up, we got P's active. Someone must have activated the security system. Stay frosty. The place is probably crawling with them. Time for a little target practice, indeed. A little combat. A little something that might actually want to take our life here. However, I think we can handle this. So let's take a look at this guy. He's got 1 shields. Now we could smoke those shields pretty easily with drain, or we just whack him like that, and that'll break his shields too. and then we can drain him. And we'll do a little bit more damage, I think, and get a little bit of extra void energy. Not that we can spend it, so we want to be careful with that. So we might actually just be better served hitting him over and over until he falls over. I was thinking that might do a little bit more damage, but I guess maybe we crit last time, which is why it seemed like we did more. But anyway, easy enough. No sweat. We might struggle a little bit in the early game here, since we're all by ourselves, but I think we'll be fine. We do have a flashlight, by the way, so we can make things a little easier on ourselves. Now, I have been through this ship several times as well, and it is always the same. But I've never done the third story mission, so I won't know if it's the same or not, because I've never been there. Ah, this looks familiar, does it not? It was a little awkward kind of figuring out what you can and can't click on based on where you're standing, but... there's a secret somewhere. Here we go. What's this? Smits and Jablonski are smuggling those damn chems again, and I think I don't know. A pair of toolboxes. Secret code using ketchup and mustard. Bottles? Really inspired, guys. Nikos is hoarding candy bars again. The glorious life of a captain. Maybe after the next run I'll finally decide to call it quits. Maybe. Looks like we have some shady dealings between two of the crew. We'll take that crit stick, though. Even though we don't know where everybody is. You'll find that there'll be a lot of shit for us to take on a lot of these missions. So we have a flimsy katana. A little bit less crit, but it's faster, and it does a little bit more damage, so I think I will wear it. It's a slight upgrade. I want to keep your eyes peeled for various things and stuff to click on. For example, like that right there. Get some more credits. So we go... oh! What do we got going up? We got a free medkit is what we got. We can use these medkits to basically heal in or out of combat while we're on a mission. Small ones do 20% HP, which is okay. Oh, here's another one of those guys. Yeah, I find that generally most of the time once you enter a room, an enemy kind of knows you're there, so... does this break shields? Let's find out. It does. Yeah, I think our best bet is to just whack these guys with our standard attacks for the time being. Because I think we'll do the most damage that way, with the exception of maybe Void Bolt. It's a different type of damage, so it might work better against some enemies. So we got this heavy shield. Now there are three types of shields: light, heavy, and tactical, and they all have sort of different advantages. Right now we are using a poor light shield, so I think it's probably in our best interest to put on this heavy shield instead. Typically light shields are going to have more... I think they're going to have more shield charges, even though the shield absorb will typically be lower. I could be mistaken. We'll look at it sometime in the future, though. Their medkit is pretty good. Let's see. Do we want to go down that way? What's down this way, actually? Another room here. Not seeing any secrets in this one, though. Let's see. Someone was composing a message on this tablet when whatever happened happened. This deal is too flush to pass on. Even if Captain ain't down with transporting chems, what you don't know can't hurt us. I stashed the goods in my locker. Passcode is in the galley in the usual place. Remember, red, yellow, red, yellow. My contact will flag you when you get to Parsy's sector for the drop. Some more info about those shady dealings. Ooh, there's some more credits right there. Alright. Guess now we want to go probably well, up this way, up, down this way. Speaking of red, yellow, red, yellow. This game generally performs pretty well, but I do get like some stutters here and there. And it hangs on exit for some reason, but I'm sure most of that will get sorted out someday eventually. So red, yellow, we're looking at 1, 4, I guess probably 8, and 3. So we'll keep that in mind for the future. What is this? Medical crates stamped with the logo Chimera Biopharma Solutions are stocked here. Let's take a look. The manifest indicates that the supplies are bound for Brighthall, a colony in the region that has been struggling with an outbreak of pox. Transaction records state that the bill has been paid in full to Chimera and that the colony is awaiting delivery. Chimera told us that these hadn't been paid for yet. So this is one of the many times we will have a choice. We can leave them alone. We can take them ourselves. We can have Luna transport these supplies to the colony on our behalf. Or we can give them back to Chimera like we said we would. Now, I'm thinking I would like those 100 credits, so I'm going to leave that colony, hang that colony out to dry and give these back to Chimera. Let's see. You or go for Luna. Bring the shuttle around. I've located the medical supplies Chimera looking to claim. Roger, while I don't offer my opinion on, or while I won't offer my opinion on Chimera, I can state categorically that I love me some creds. I'll relay that we've got the goods. Okay, so that part has been sorted. Next step, I think, is to find out what the hell happened. Oh, another one of these little pea dudes. Alright, prepare to face my wrath! Yeah, see, we've lost all of our void energy, I think, because we've walked around too much. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about that, though. That's fine. I am going to, I think, get some void energy, though. See how much we end up with by the time we're done here. Shadow Bolt's not doing very much damage right now because we don't have very much void energy. Once it's at 30 or better, it does 100% of our weapon damage instead of 50% of our weapon damage. I'm not sure how much of that energy we're going to keep, but we'll see. Alright, we've got some tactical armor and a uncommon quality heavy shield, which I guess we might as well wear. I don't know what 10% safeguard is from heavy shield. That may be explained in the codex somewhere. However, since we're a void sucker, we can only wear light armor. So unfortunately we won't be using that tactical armor that we just got. Though we may find a use for it eventually here. Looks like we've got... This is the cockpit that we were looking for. But nobody's home. Terminal. The bridge is ominously lifeless. Luna's face appears on her comm. Nothing to report out here. Escape pods unlaunched. Looks like some airlocks might have been open, though. I sense danger lurking in these shrinking corridors. None remains. Creepy. You find the ship log? Logs are here. Let me see. The display is open to the ship's log. Someone was in the process of making an entry. Scanning the log entries reveals that the crew recently discovered a massive ship. The words "a score of a lifetime" are a recurring theme. This sounds promising. Logs mention a colony ship, big one, registered under the name Stella Marin, founded adrift in the Gugan sector. Gugan sector. Got the chords here. Gugan, eh? That's only 4 parsecs from here. Anyone on board? Completely abandoned. The system's still functioning. No apparent signs of mechanical distress. That sounds like a mint find. There's also mention of some cargo they looted from the ship. Logs cut off after that. I say you unlock the cargo hold and see if they pulled anything worth taking. No crew means their untimely demise is our gain, right? Unless their demise was the cargo. Things finally show signs of getting interesting, and now you're worried about a little danger? You're a crawler. The possibility of violence is just icing on the loot cupcake. Get your weapons ready and stop whanging. Whanging? Good point. Let's see what they found. Alright, so we've overridden... Ooh, is that a thing? Hidden stash. That's pretty cool. We'll take that. I think we'll stick with our Kitani for now, but Pistol could be useful. Yeah, so we've overridden the... We don't want to go this way. We've overridden the locks on the cargo doors, which we haven't found yet, but when we do find them, overridden they shall be. What's this way? This way we have... here are the lockers that I think we need to check out. He was 1483. Personal lockers appear to be intact and untouched. Whatever happened to the crew? No one seems to have taken anything of value. Investigate Konsako's locker. The contents of the locker are neatly arranged, but there is nothing of interest or obvious value. Personal effects indicate this locker may have belonged to the captain. And a bunch of Blonsky. Torrent of trash and candy wrappers pour out of the locker when you open it. Besides some quote-unquote artwork of questionable taste, there is nothing of interest in the locker. Okay. Let's look at Nikos. Large stash of candy bars is neatly stacked and arranged in the center of the otherwise empty locker. Let's take a candy bar. Aha! Underneath the pile of candy bars is a small pile of cred sticks. We will absolutely take those. And finally, what about Smiths? Beneath a stack of manifest orders, you uncover a small hidden compartment sealed with a maglock keypad. Appears to be a standard 4-digit maglock. Entering the correct code will unlock the compartment, etc., etc. If we don't enter the right code, bad things might happen, but we have the correct code, I believe. Alright, we're in. Looks like we've got a stash of recreational chems. We will take those. And I think we're all set with that. Yeah, I think so. And here's the cargo bay with a very ominous looking container of some kind. What's the word, boss? Is it antiques, hot goods, spices? I love spices. It is a crate, my friend. Crates of what? Secrets and lies! A string of incoherent curses fills your ears. You fucking... What? You're fucking with me? Okay, you're such a joker. No joke. I'll go see what's in it. Well, don't keep me in suspense. Open the crate already. Yeah, I'm working on it. Now, there's a couple of ways that we can handle this. Fumbling with the latch on the crate, you hear a faint whirring from within, the sound of machinery coming slowly to life. You hesitate, with one hand resting on the lid. Ready weapons. You unholster your weapons and level them on the crate. Only then do you cautiously begin to unhinge the latch. As the latch releases, you feel a strong push on the lid from within the crate. You steal your grip and barely manage to keep the lid closed. Open the crate quickly. You fling the crate open, suddenly revealing a nightmarish jumble of mechanical limbs that is starting to unfold. It's pretty clear that the thing wasn't designed with diplomacy in mind. Luckily, you've got the jump on it and start attacking before it can fully deploy. Kill it with fire! We don't have any fire, but we do have a ninja sword, so that's pretty good. Okay, he's charging his fireball, so we're gonna drain his shields. And we get to go again. He's a little bit slower than we are. Still got one shield left. However... Void Bolt. Bust up that last shield and do some damage. And I'm not sure what he's doing now, but let's see. Dare we Void Bolt again? At the risk of overloading? I think we do. Did a Thunderclap. This Thunderclap blew up all of our shields, basically. Let's just hit him a few times. This is probably gonna hurt. I've never been shot by this, I don't think. Oh, he missed. Well, that was extremely fortunate. Let's not let him get a second shot. Alright. There you go. We've got a prototype tech eye. We will take that. As the sparks die down, the disabled bot is slumped in front of you. It's not completely fried, but the damage looks severe. At any rate, it's down for the count, and you are still standing. Luna's voice crackles to life beside you. Looks like you ran into some trouble after all. Hush! My new friend is sleeping! Any idea what this thing is? I'm no expert, but that's definitely not off-the-rack tin. Might be worthwhile to cart it back, see if the baby wrench jockey can't do anything with it. Good idea. I'll meet you back at the airlock. Alright, and so that's how missions typically go. Is there anything else down here? I don't think so. Probably not. Yeah, so once you're done with a mission, basically you need to get to the exit. Or once you've completed your objectives. And luckily the exit's right here. We've explored, I think, this whole area. Maybe we missed something, but I think we've done well enough. So away we go. And we have leveled. Alright. Got a little money too, which is nice. Let's see, as you walk into the station, Talry Hobbs appears. Thanks for checking out the beacon. Too bad. Her eyes light up when she spots the jumbled hunk of metal you're dragging behind you. What's that? You find that on the ship? Mind if I have a quick look? By all means. Talry takes her time inspecting the bot and its core. Gadgets and gizmos extracted from the various tool pouches and pockets take numerous readings on the circuitry and mechanical systems. This is quite the beast you got. Never seen anything like it. Fact is, I'm pretty certain it shouldn't exist. Many things move within this world that are beyond the dictates of humankind. Right, I just mean, based on what I'm seeing, it looks like we might be dealing with a level 7 AI. Strictly controlled under UFP Council rules. They don't just let these things wander around. So the UFP is, like the universal government, like the Federation in Star Trek, I guess, or something, except maybe not as infallible. I don't know that much about Star Trek, but yeah, they're like the universal government of this world. What is a level 7 AI? Level 7 is the most advanced type of AI under UFP Council rules. If you want to do business in UFP space, you have to agree you won't even dabble in that stuff. Tell me more about the different levels. Sure thing. Level is a measure of how advanced the AI is. The rules are there to prevent some corp creating an AI that's just too smart for our own good, aka like Skynet, I guess. Levels 1 through 4 for household drone-type bots. They follow pretty routine command structures, carry out predefined tasks, or collections of tasks based on simple algorithms. What about the other levels? Levels 5 and 6 are more advanced. They have adaptive capabilities and can respond fluidly to changing circumstances. They're also way more regulated. Manufacturers have to get permission from the UFP to make them, and since Horizon Robotics basically runs the UFP, they're not generous with giving licenses to other corps. That's your fancy corpsec drones, high-end domestics, things like that. And then I suppose level 7 must be even more advanced. Exactly. Level 7 AI have the ability to learn and change with circumstances. That's anything that approaches or exceeds the level of human cognitive abilities. The kind of stuff that scares people, in other words. So can you do anything with it? Talry's face takes on a serious cast. Here's where we get ourselves a real interesting situation. The way I see it, you got two choices. One, I rip the AI core out and let you... rip the AI core out and you let me strip it to sell for parts, or two, I patch it up and we get it playing on your team. Both sound fun to me, but what do you want to do? I have an idea. How about number 2? Assuming you can do it without it going rogue. Oh yeah, totally safe, maybe. If it shows symptoms of wanting to eradicate the plague of humanity or anything like that, just let me know. Want me to work on it? Yes, indeed. Please do. Talry leans over the robot with a grin. Cool. Couple solders rather here and there. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. Check back with me later. I'll have it up and running soon. Okay. Talry starts lugging the busted robot back to her shop, calling to you over her shoulder. I feel like you made the right call here, Jekyll. See you in a bit. Alright. So, that was our second story mission. Good times. We do have one last thing regarding the job we did for Chimera. Basically, they are pleased with our service and paid us 100 credits. So we'll take that. And we got a couple ability points, which we, I guess we can spend now. Let's see. We are going to get another point of drain, and we're going to get this Whispers ability, which will allow us to mess with our foes and dump some of our void power, which will be nice. And I think beyond that, we are pretty much good to go here. I guess maybe I'll sell some stuff as well. This is just her shop, where she has some various items that we can get. We will sell like this pistol and this other sword and probably this heavy shield. We will keep maybe this one for the moment. We'll keep that armor. I'm not going to keep these drugs because I'd rather have the credits. We have quite a few credits at the moment, actually. And we will use those credits before we end the episode. Well, actually, never mind. We will read this, and then we'll use the credits. As you walk into the bar, Doc glances your way. He doles out a few more drinks to the usual crop of regulars, and then ambles over. Hey there, Bizarro. You really kicked up a hornet's nest. I prefer bees, bumblebees. Yep. Thing is, knowing the coordinates of the Stella Marin puts you in rare company, and presents an even rarer opportunity to fill your wallet with credits. There's even more than a few interested parties that are willing to pay to know what happened there. No one knows what happened? Well, that's the thing. Colonists all missing from the ship, except the ship is still largely intact. No signs of violence, no mechanical distress, no bodies. How can we benefit? A colony ship is a big deal. Lots of corps involved in financing, constructing, and crewing. UFP has put the ship on lockdown until they resolve who has what rights to board and investigate, which is where you come in. We get to go in either way. Exactly. You got the chords, you got the skill set. Corps and civi groups will be tripping over themselves to get you in there on their behalf. As long as you don't get caught or piss off the wrong people, you should have the run of the Stella Marin. I like this. Now, you got an advantage over other crawlers, but that just means every corp in the know is making plans to send someone in on the sly. You best make hay while the sun shines. I took the liberty of lining something up for you. What is the job? First gig is from the ship's manufacturer, Aurora Starliners. I imagine they want to find out what happened before they catch blame. I can patch you into Aurora for the details. Alright, pour me a drink while I chat with them, because everybody likes to drink on the phone. The holo panel on your comlink flickers on, showing the logo for Aurora Starliners. A clipped voice greets you. Greetings, your services were recommended as you are in possession of the coordinates of the Stella Marin, and are a capable team of one person. If you will refrain from publicly sharing the coordinates, and you do turn out to be capable, we wish to make use of these services, of course. Excellent. We'd like you to obtain the black box from the Stella Marin, so we can perform a complete diagnostic review of the ship's systems. There are several on board a ship of this size. The simplest to reach is on the nav bay located on deck 105. It should be. I didn't even read what that said. But it should be. The ship is officially on lockdown, so your job should be undisturbed. I was asking if it was empty, I think. Now, once you located the box, there are no circumstances should you attempt to activate the data burst transmit feature. Simply bring the box back to your station. So wait, we can't just transmit the data from the box? Absolutely not. Activating it in unsafe conditions will cause data corruption. Simply collect the box and return to the station for the drop. Do we have an understanding? I suppose we do. I'll let you get on with it then. I am posting the details in private to your job board. Good day. And the call cuts out. Alright. So I was going to hire a person before we ended. That is the next story mission, which I have never done, and we will not do it immediately. But, yeah, I think, the next character that I want to grab is gonna be, I don't know, either the engineer or the smuggler, I think, are two characters I'm interested in right now. Engineer can use a wider array of weaponry and has some other cool stuff. And then the smuggler has some fun abilities as well. I think I'm going to go with the engineer for now. Yeah, let's get the engineer. Actually, we have no credits. We can get both. What am I talking about? So there you go. Engineer and smuggler get. Exit the saloon. And there we go. So we will spend some ability points and all that good stuff. Next time I'll probably make some brief videos regarding the engineer and the smuggler. But yeah, until next time, my name has been Rojo, and thanks for watching.